Hello, my name's Mary, and I'm coming to you from the children's room of the Portland Public Library in Portland, Maine. And today we're going to continue reading JoJo Makoons, The Used to Be Best Friend, written by Dawn Quigley and illustrated by Tara Audibert. This book was published by Heartdrum, an imprint of HarperCollins publisher, and was published in 2021. Chapter 3, Rhyme Time. Fern and I sat at the same table. Teacher calls it the blue table. I call it the kids kicked out of the red table, 'cause we can't read so good table. But I like it here. Fern's here, but so is Chuck. I call him Up Chuck. Teacher does not like that. I guess Up Chuck shouldn't have thrown up on the first day of school then. Teacher says I shouldn't call him that. But Up Chuck always does a big belly laugh when I say it. Sometimes he even writes that on his worksheets as his name. But he also adds a little drawing of himself, chucking up. He's a very good artist. We sat down to write our own rhymes. Fern wrote, "The dish would wish for a fish." I looked at her, and right away she said, "See, JoJo, it's easy. You try." Chuck wrote, "Dog jogged on the log." Okay, his was not very good. But teacher liked it enough that he got a sticker. And it was a shiny one. Do you know about star stickers? Other than glittery pencils, stickers are the most special thing a teacher can ever give you. Well, you might think a plus sign or smiley face is great too. But a teacher has to actually lick a star sticker. I mean, they use their own spit. So it's kind of a big deal. It must mean you're a good student. If there was stickers for being a best friend, I would get one. But Fern, well, I don't know if she would get one. Best friends always save a seat for each other at lunch. And now, well, Fern really isn't saving me a seat every day. I thought about my rhyme real hard. I've worked all morning. Teacher says sometimes words that rhyme look alike. So here's some rhymes I wrote. Please do not touch the couch. Can you hear the bear? Put the boot on the foot. I was the only one who wrote 3 rhymes, but teacher made his funny, scrunched up, thinky face when I showed them to him. I know that face, and I know I don't like it. Well, JoJo, I'm sorry, but these don't work. They don't rhyme. You can work on this again after story time, teacher said. My face got very hot after he said that. Fern whispered, "You look like a tomato. JoJo, are you okay?" The other kids in class looked at me. First, I felt my tummy get rolly up and down. Then my lip quivered. Then I thought about what Mama said this morning about me getting shots. I needed my best friend, my other one, my home best friend. I thought about what Cockham had said to me last night when she put me to bed. She told me a story about a very brave bear cub named Little Makoons. And every morning, Kakum also makes my hair into bear hair. It's very cute. She rubbed my tummy and whispered, "Oh, Little Makoons is rumbly in there tonight, my girl. I can hear it growling." Kakum kissed my cheek. "Maybe we should go get a snack to quiet Little Makoons." My tummy said, "Yes." But I asked her, "Grandma, you have so many friends. How can I make more friends? It's kind of hard with some of the kids. You know, like when they're not very nice to me, or if they don't want to sit with me at lunch every day." Grandma answered, "Well, you don't have to try to be friends with everyone, but my girl, you should try to be friendly with everyone." I asked her, "You mean even Upchuck?" She bopped my nose. "Oh, yes, JoJo. Being friendly can mean saying please and thank you, or it can mean you hold back from saying something not nice." Yes, I thought, I can do that. I will be very friendly to make more friends. I will need more friends if Fern doesn't want to be my school best friend anymore. I cuddled with Mimi after Kakum left. Mimi licked my cheek. I like to sleep with her, but sometimes she snores. Chapter 4. The cat is out of the bag. When teacher wasn't looking, I walked to the back of the room. That's where the coat cubbies are, and all our backpacks are hung up. I quietly zipped mine open and reached in. "Oh, I'm so glad you're here," I whispered. Came from my backpack. "Oh, now you're talking to me, Mimi. Okay, I forgive you for ignoring me this morning." "Meow." Her gray head stretched out of the backpack when I petted her. "Shh, Mimi. Teacher doesn't know you're here, but I need you. I'm kind of sad. I'm kind of scared. You have to get shots or you can't go outside this summer." Mimi, remember when I had to get ouchie shots last year before kindergarten? "Okay, Mimi, want to come sit with me?" Mimi did not say no. I picked her up and tucked her into my shirt. We went back out to sit on the carpet for story time. Teacher never even missed me. That was funny, but I wanted to see what he was talking about. I could hear him saying something about a teepee. "Students, we have something very special in our classroom. As you know, our reservation museum will be hosting the Pembina Ojibwe tribal teepee this summer," teacher explained. Teacher had his hand over a towel. It was covering something pointy on the table. "And so, children, aren't we so lucky to have this, a miniature scale model for our room during this week?" Teacher told us that every class in the school would get to have the teepee for a week. Then we could all have a special time learning about it. He lifted the towel and we all saw the teepee. It was about as big as my whole arm. It had little wooden poles and a tan deer hide stretched all around it. I'd like to have one like that at home. My dolls could fit their whole family in there. I would even let Spider-Man in it. Then teacher read to us from a picture book. I used to like this one. 15 reads ago. Teacher reads this book to us a lot. It's about a little girl scientist. But I couldn't listen the way I like to anyway because Mimi was clawing at me under my shirt. Uh-oh. Mimi crawled out of my shirt, and she was on the run. I was sitting in the back row. The rest of the class didn't see a cat run across the carpet, except Fern. She saw it. "Oh, no, JoJo," she whispered. The new girl, Susan, watched Mimi run to the teepee, but she didn't tell teacher. Like I know Bree, who is not a best friend, would. She gave me a side smile. Do you know what a side smile is? A side smile means you can keep a secret. Whew. Okay, Mimi was safe. She'd just take a little cat nap in there. She likes little spaces. I could see her in the teepee from where I was sitting. I thought I'd better scoot over to be closer. Teacher was still reading the book. He seemed to like it so much. So we just kept watching and smiling. I was keeping an eye on Mimi. She pawed around inside the teepee. I thought she was trying to get the fabric all squishy and comfy for her nap. "Oh, no," I whispered to Fern. You can tell secrets and worries to best friends. That's why I need a school best friend. Susan, the new girl, was keeping my Mimi secret. Would Fern too? I could see Mimi. I could see what she was doing in there. Teacher noticed me talking during story time. He stopped reading. "JoJo, why are you talking during story time?" I said, "Oh, it's nothing, teacher." I made my eyes blink very fast. Fast blinking means you are very serious and full of truth. "No, sir, I'm good. I'm ready to listen," I answered. Teacher set the book down on his lap. "No, JoJo, we'd really like to know what you told Fern." I looked at Fern. I looked at Mimi. I looked at teacher. He had that funny vein popping out of his forehead. "Well, I said. "Yes, JoJo, what is it?" Teacher asked. I said it as fast as I can. "Mimi went pee-pee in the teepee," I said with my shoulders hunched up. "Oh, well, yes, JoJo. It's not the time for rhymes, really, but okay, that works." I opened one eye to look at teacher. Teacher gave a little smile. It was okay that my cat went pee-pee in the important teepee? I asked. "Are you sure, teacher? It's okay?" "Yes, JoJo, a little different, but it's all good," he answered. "So, it's okay." I couldn't believe it, and teacher never even looked at Mimi. I rolled over and tried to grab my cat from inside the teepee. I must have been talking to myself because teacher stopped reading. Again. What's that, JoJo? Something else to add? I stretched my arm inside the teepee to grab my cat. "I can't reach her, teacher," I said, all stretched out. Teacher laughed with his mouth open. I could see his silvered teeth in the back of his mouth. "Oh, JoJo, you certainly have learned wonderfully. Yes, another good one." "So," I began. Is it okay? I looked between Mimi and teacher. Yes, JoJo, it's all very good. It's more than okay, teacher said with a smile. Chapter 5. JoJo Knows. I learned a lot at school, like it's okay to bring your best cat friend to school, and it's okay if they have a bathroom accident in the classroom. Luckily, it was my week to be the student helper. This week, I got to clean tables and water teachers' plants. So I sneaked back to put Mimi in my backpack. I zipped it down so she could look out if she wanted to. Then I washed down tables. Quick-like. I wiped and cleaned up Mimi's pee-pee, then washed my hands. I checked, and Mimi was still in my backpack. I was still scared about the shots, but I knew how to rhyme now. And guess who got a gold star for creative rhyming? Me. Me, thanks to Mimi and the teepee. And when she went, well, you know, I still like my other rhymes, especially the please do not touch the couch one. Maybe Mimi can help me teach her about rhymes. It was a Tuesday, my favorite day, the day we get to see Jim. He's so fun. There's always a new game to play with him. Okay, students, line up against the wall by the door, teacher said right after math time. Fern got to be the line leader. I was the last one in line, the caboose. Teacher calls it. Sometimes he calls it the tail end of the line. Bree whispered to me, JoJo is the butt today, the butt of the line. I do not like Bree sometimes, so I stuck my tongue out at her, except I didn't want to get in trouble, so I touched my tongue to my lip. That's being friendly. Bree raised her hand and waved it around at teacher. JoJo stuck her tongue out at me. Real quick like, I pretended I was licking my lips. Teacher just looked at Bree, then me. He turned around and walked out the door to lead us down the hall. Rolling his eyes must mean he didn't believe her. We walked by all the big kids' rooms, like third grade. The third grade teacher always keeps the door shut so we can't see in. Third grade must be very scary if they don't want the rest of us to see what's going on in there. Finally, we got to Jim's door. Fern let us in. We high-fived Jim when we walked past him. I was the last one, because I'm the caboose, and said, "Hi, Jim." Jim looked down at me and laughed. He bent down next to me. "Bonjour, JoJo. Hey, why do you always call me Jim?" I looked up at him. Doesn't he know his own name? Well, because that's what teacher calls you. Every Tuesday he says, "Okay, class, let's line up and go to Jim." And then we walk down to see you, Jim. Jim patted my head and laughed. JoJo, you do know that this is gym class. Yes, you all walk down to gym class, G-Y-M, in the gym. And my name is Antoine Morin. Do you hear the other kids call me Mr. Morin? I felt my face getting all tomato red again. I guess I never noticed that. I walked by him into the gym. He laughed real nice-like again and said, so only I could hear, "But JoJo, you can still call me Jim. Jim is my favorite teacher." And that's where we'll stop today, and we'll continue tomorrow to read JoJo Makoons, Used to Be Best Friend by Dawn Quigley and illustrated by Tara Audibert. The book was published by Heartdrum, an imprint of HarperCollins, and it was published in 2021. And so my name is Mary, and I'm coming to you from the children's room of the Portland Public Library in Portland, Maine. And until next time, bye-bye.